Hi viewers, I am Tamil Shelvi, Assistant Professor EC Department. Now we are going to see about some basics of fiber optic communication. First, communication, we know it is a process of exchanging information from one point to another point. This information transmission, we know it can be done either by using an analog signal or using a digital signal. Analog information is being transmitted with the help of a waveform using a sinusoidal or a cosine waveform. Whereas a digital communication, it involves transmission of the bit streams as ones and zeros by converting that ones and zeros into a signal. Usually by comparing it with the advantages of this digital communication over analog, we prefer a digital communication techniques for transmitting any informations nowadays. This communication we can establish it using a wired media or a wireless medium. If we take a wired communication medium, in recent years we know this wired communication establishment is done by using an optical cable. Now we will see that some introductions about this fiber optic transmission link. Optical fiber, it is a backbone of this modern communication networks. If you take a fiber, it is a long thin strands which may be a glass or a plastic cable, but its thickness it is just equivalent to our human hair. These optical cables are being bundled together in order to work it as a cable for transmitting the information over long distances. This optical fiber, it has a center part as core and over which it is being covered by a cladding and finally being jacket material is being provided. This optical transmission, it involves transmission of that signal in the form of a light waves. Initially, we are having the signal in electrical nature, that is either in the form of voltage or in the form of current. These electrical signals must be converted into an optical signal. Then only that optical signal can be transmitted over a cable. For this, the information that is in the electrical input signal, it is being given to a transmitter block. This transmitter block does the process of converting this electrical information into an optical information. For this, it involves a drive circuit and a light source. This drive circuit, it is a basic preliminary circuit which is being added up in every communication link to convert this in order to match this electrical signal to a given electronic device. And this electrical signal is being converted into an light signal with the help of the light source here. This light source, it is a LED, can be a LED or a laser source. This light emitting LED or a laser, it will convert the given applied electrical input signal into an optical signal. Then that resultant optical signal, what we are having it in our hand, if we can transmit it over an optical cable, this optical cable what we are providing it carries out the information and going to deliver it over the receiving end. This optical cable along that path, because of long distance communication, the signal may get damaged. So to avoid that loss or the attenuation effect or signal degradation, whatever it is, we are making use of an optical splicing and coupling and or beam splitter. So splicing, it is nothing but a joining of the two optical cables, and coupling, it is nothing but communicating or carrying over the input signal to another communication link. By using this, it is possible to transmit the signal over a long distance. This signal, whatever it is transmitted, being received at that receiving end after it is being regenerated. Regeneration, we know it is a process of once again doing amplification by suppressing the noise or the error whatever it is added. For that, it includes some electronic circuits inside it in order to do that amplification purpose, and after that the signal is being once again converted into an optical signal and transmitted over the fiber link to the receiver section. This receiver section includes a photodetector, amplifier, signal restorer. This photodetector, it is nothing but a demodulator circuit which is going to convert and give an electrical signal into given light signal into an electrical signal, obtain electrical signal. Since it is not to our desired level, estimated level, we are doing amplification and finally it is being restored and then given to delivered to a receiver end. So if you see this transmitter, the electrical interface involved in this transmitter block, it does the process of converting the given signal, whatever it is, the electrical signal, into a modulated signal, and then it transmitted over a transmitting communication medium with the help of LED or laser diode. LED we can use it for mostly for all the cases, but because of its cheap and robustness, but this signal whatever it is emitted by LED, it is not a coherent signal, it is a non-coherent signal, so the signal will not get communicated in a single straight path. So because of that, laser diode is being preferred for all the cases, but it is costly. Compared to that, two types of lasers, DFB and Fabry-Perot FP lasers. FP laser Fabry-Perot is being used because of having the mirroring facilities available in the structures. So the fiber, if you take it, that single optical fiber can be either a step index fiber or a graded index fiber. If it is a step index fiber, then the refractive index of the core medium which helps to communicate the signal will allow the signal to travel in a straight path. And if it is a graded index medium, because of the variable refractive index provided in that, the signal will not take a straight line path, it take a multiple path. Because of that, we can have a single mode fiber or a multi-mode fiber. But single mode fiber is having its own advantages. Similarly, multi-mode fiber is also having its own advantages. Based upon the type of communication applications we require, we can prefer either a single mode or a multi-mode. And finally, at the receiver section, we can make use of a pin diode or an avalanche photodiode, which is going to act as a photo detector, which detects the signal and deliver it into a light signal. So this multi-mode fiber, which can be a step index or a graded index because of the constant refractive index or a variable refractive index. Light travels in a multiple path, and the final path which is taken by the signal in the receiving end determines in which mode the signal communicated in the core of the fiber. So based on that, different modes are available. We can select either a single mode fiber or a multi-mode fiber based on the need. So this structure, it shows the structure for a mono mode step index fiber or a multi-mode step or graded index fiber, which is having a constant refractive index and variable refractive index. But the advantages of this multi-mode fiber, if we take it, we can have this because the signal can get easily launched into it, but we can have an intermodal dispersion in it. So we can prefer whatever for whatever application we require, we can prefer it. Thank you.